no doubt other VTubers, because the comments made by people like XQC and Shroud and many others haven't exactly gone unnoticed. So I'm just gonna say this. I know I've unfortunately seen too many examples before my eyes, both in my personal life versus what I've seen online, about people who endorse other people based on horrible behaviors. And certainly when I was in school, I've seen people who, because let me tell you something right now, pranksters and those who take the mickey, it's funny up until the moment it isn't funny. I personally never really found their stuff funny, but that's just the sort of person I was, I guess. And I remember when I was in school, there was somebody who was kicked out of school only 2 weeks before we started our GCSEs, because for all his Mickey taking, all of his jokes and all that, the day finally came when he took a joke. He delivered a joke far too hard, and it was borderline harassment, and he got kicked out. And again, not that anybody really misses him, but just so you know, and I've also seen in my own time people who've lost jobs and people who've lost careers on the back of doing things that they considered hilarious without any sort of thought towards the consequence of their actions. Because these were the sort of people who knew absolutely what they're doing was not clever, but they thought it was funny enough anyway, so may as well do it. What I'm trying to say, and I'm sure we could all get along when we say stuff like this, is that do you consider that funny? Do you consider that stuff clever? Because people like XQC and Shroud, and there are dozens of people just like them, probably even more notorious, but they will resort to the sort of tactics all throughout history and all the way to the very end of history. They will resort to the tactics they'll always do in any such incident where they ever want to be considered brave, clever, or funny. They become rather personal. And I don't consider stuff like that clever, brave, or powerful, or anything like that. I just think it's childish, and I think it's pathetic. And I've been around the block many, many times with people like that. And that's why I don't have anything to do with people like that. Because even when I was in school, even when I was still just a kid, I didn't find that stuff clever or funny. It's just, we reward people who are not brave, clever, mature, or anything like that, which is very, very silly.